Twinkle is sadly sitting in her room and recalls how she gifted Ban to Kunjae, how he asked her to not go away, how he waved at her last time and passed flying kiss. Sajana VE plays. Usha comes there. Twinkle gives her juice and says you must be tired. Usha says I am sorry, I should not have shouted at you, but you are giving hope. I am mother and couldn't control my emotions. Everything was going fine. You and Kunjae were together. We were happy. Don't know why life is taking our test. Twinkle says have hope. Everything will be fine. Yuvi recalls how Kunjae got killed, how Anita bragged about it, how she ran away from him. He says I gave many chances to mom to surrender, but I not listening. I have to do something, only I can do it. Yuvi calls Twinkle and says I wanna talk something important. Twinkle says your mom have done what she wanted to do. What you want now? Yuvi says it's important. Twinkle says I don't wanna talk. She ends call. Yuvi is tensed. Manohar and Inspector comes to beachside. Manohar asks if there is any hope. Inspector says we are searching for Kunjae. Manohar asks about Yuvi. Inspector says we are trying to locate him too. Twinkle comes to Baby and Leela, who are sad. She says to Baby that Kunjae is so talented. He got Best Student Award. He dedicated it to me. He always make me feel special. He has so many business plan. He wants to have future with all of us. He thinks about others first. He is really nice. He will come back. He has to come back for all of us. Baby smiles. Twinkle asks Baby to take care of herself. Usha is crying looking at Kunjae's picture. Manohar comes there. Usha asks did he find anything? Manohar sadly sits down. Twinkle listens their conversation too. Manohar says time is weird thing. It's in our hands but we choose to ignore it and then we lose time. I am most unfortunate father. I couldn't see how good my son was. I was always strict with him. I wish I had listened to him. I wish I had more respect for him. I just want to meet and hug my Kunjae once. He cries. Twinkle feels bad seeing all this. Twinkle comes to her and plays Kunjae's video. Twinkle says I know you can't stay away from me like I can't without you. I know you will knock door and will say that I was teasing you, my Sayapa queen. See, you can't live without me. Door knocks. Twinkle says it must be Kunjae. Twinkle opens door to see Yuvi standing there. Yuvi says listen to me. She says I don't want to listen anything. Manohar comes there and slaps Yuvi. He says you tried to kill my son and now attacking my daughter-in-law's dignity. He slaps him again. Yuvi says listen to me uncle. Manohar asks Leela to call police. Police comes there and takes Yuvi from there. Twinkle thinks where are you Kunjae? I need you. Yuvi is brought to police station. Yuvi says to inspector that let me talk to Twinkle once. Inspector says I thought you are from good family and listened to you earlier but not now. He puts Yuvi in jail. Other policeman informs that we got news about Kunjae. Inspector leaves. Twinkle looks at Kunjae's shirt and recalls their consummation night. Inspector comes there and says we got information about Kunjae. Yuvi says in jail that what information must be that? Surjit comes there and says to Yuvi that Anita is tensed for you. Yuvi says then why don't she surrender? Surjit says she cares about you, she is your mother and worries about you, she has done everything for you, she does mistakes in anger. Yuvi says if you have become her messenger then tell her that I am going to bear her punishment till she doesn't surrender. Baby asks Inspector if Kunjay is fine. Inspector says we got some proofs from incident site, you will have to recognize them if they are of Kunjay or not. Surjit says to Yuvi that why you are stubborn, I will your bail. Yuvi says situation is serious and you will know how serious I am. Yuvi shouts to policeman that yes I killed Kunjay. He says to Surjit that if mom doesn't get punishment then I will bear that punishment, I will stay in jail, I have done bad with Kunjay too and I will make sure that Kunjay gets justice. Inspector shows shirt to Twinkle, she says Kunjay wore this shirt on convocation day, she recognizes ring as Kunjay's too, Usha starts crying, Twinkle says this doesn't prove anything, Inspector says now these proofs are recognized so we have to declare Kunjay as dead and we didn't find his dead body too. Twinkle is shocked, she leaves from there, Leela goes behind her. Twinkle runs and comes in her room, she locks door, it's all dark in room, she sits in corner and hugs Kunjay's shirt, she weeps silently, Sajana ve sad version plays. Leela knocks her door and asks her to open it, please control yourself, we all are with you, you are our lioness, open door please, Twinkle is in shock.